You are, what, 6 years now, is it?
No,
Right.
2007, that's
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Your second cancer was 8 years ago that you had an operation. And here you are, 8 years.
Healthier than ever.
During the 8 years of not doing chemo or radiation or whatever it is,
No drugs.
do you encounter any problem?
No.
No problem.
No.
Everything was plain sailing.
Yep. Once, the first 3 months
Yeah.
after the operation, Chris,
Yeah.
I was very, very strict with myself.
Yeah.
You know, I was skin and bone.
Yeah.
I looked shocking. I looked probably a lot older than I look now.
Yeah.
But I'll send you a photograph. Ooh. And but I was determined for 3 months. I'll eat nothing but raw food.
Yeah.
Everything was raw.
Yeah.
I never cooked anything. It was raw vegetables and nuts and seeds and fruit and everything like that.
So these 8 years, okay, you are doing fine with no alarm,
Never felt sick.
drinking, never felt sick, and you were healthy and everything. That's fantastic.
When you're on the raw food, Chris,
Yeah.
you feel absolutely $1 million.
Yeah.
I've fallen back a little bit. I now eat some cooked food,
Yeah.
but when I eat raw food for the day,
Yeah.
oh, feel fantastic.
When everybody listens to your story, they all want to be like you.
Yep.
Everybody. Oh, I want to be like her. Now, let me ask you. Not everybody can be like her. Not everybody.
You have to have the attitude.
Yes. What is that ingredient? What is it that make people succeed like you?
I wanted to live.
First, you wanted to live.
I was desperate to live. And I don't
You don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
You want to live.
I want to desperately live.
Your determination
Determined
to
to
live.
live.
Do whatever you can
Yeah.
to help yourself to be able to live.
Yes. But the second part was, this is why I know so much today.
Yeah.
I was determined to know everything there is to know and go right back to the very father who founded what cancer is. I wanted to get that knowledge.
In other words, you want to have a source of knowledge. You want to know as much as you can
I have to.
about your problem.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Because
the second one.
The knowledge was very important to me, Chris.
Yeah, yeah,
Because if you know something,
yeah.
then you don't fear it.
You don't fear it.
You don't fear it.
Yeah.
If you go back to books upon books upon books,
Yeah.
and these are not people who are journalists or something.
Yeah.
These are knowledgeable people like yourself, who through their hard work and their determination have found that this can be proved, that you can not cure cancer, but you can get rid of it and contain it.
Yeah. You want to live. You want to know as much as you can, so
Yeah.
that
So I
you
don't fear it,
it,
yeah.
so that you know what choice to make after that.
Yes,
That
yes.
Another knowledge is important.
Yeah, and the knowledge as well, not just find out the crucial part of, you know, read as many books by as many experts as I can, like I've mentioned many names to you,
Yeah.
but not just that, Chris. Then I say, all right, they've told me that this is what cancer is.
So you are prepared to really read as much as you
Yeah.
can, do the best you can
Yeah.
to know what it's all about.
Yeah, don't trust someone else telling you what
Yeah.
it is. You find out what it is.
Knowing or reading is not good enough.
No,
Do you practice what you learn?
that's what you have to do.
Yes.
Yeah,
So if someone who wants to win, they should learn how to practice.
That's
so
right.
you really practice what you
you've got the knowledge, now put it into action. That's as simple as it is. That's
Yeah.
what I did. I thought, right, here's the knowledge.
Yeah.
Now I've met the man that can help me with his herbs
Yeah.
and everything, and I said, now I must be diligent. I cannot afford to not listen to this man who's got wisdom and what he knows. So I'll do everything he says, and I've been taking it each for 8 years diligently. But the main thing was you have to get rid of any negative feelings you have. You know, I had some upsets in my life. I had some things that I wasn't dealing with. I thought I had that I said, that's it. It's in the past. I can't change it. So I got rid of all that. I went to Buddhist temples. I sat there and I didn't pray like they do, but prayed the way I prayed. And I just sit there and I feel calm and collected. I've had 2 friends in my life. I've had to say, known them for 40 years. You go your way, I go my way, because they were toxic to me. I truly believe that you've got to take onus of your own life. You take onus of your health. You don't, the minute you leave that to someone else, like if I left my happiness to Peter or someone else, I wouldn't be the happy person. I make my happiness. I make my education, my this, my that. Everybody strives for a good education or strives to make more money or strives for this or whatever. But few people strive to their own health. They don't strive to be kind and caring to other people. They think they are in their own way, but they don't. So if you try and look after there's no point in looking after anybody out there if you don't look after your own person. Because once you're happy and once you've got this level of awareness and you're content with the world, you don't have to try, because you just ooze that out. People gravitate to you. That's what my friend said.
Too late, you want to do everything that can make you better. But sometimes I find that some people are just not interested in living.
No, they're not. You're right.
And the second, I realize that people who come here are very ignorant. They know nothing about their problem.
Yes.
And they don't want to know.
That's the hard part.
Well, unfortunately, is that the not educated one, well, you cannot blame them. They don't have the internet, they don't have anything.
That's right.
And they stay home, they're ignorant. Well, that part of it, we are very willing to help the people.
Yes.
But the unfortunate part is that there are people who know how to read, how to send emails, how to play around with their computers, but they were not interested to know at all.
And the reason for that, because I realized that, I don't know about this country, but in our country and most Western countries, people are far too busy. They say, oh, that's what I get all the time, I've got no time to do this, I've got no time to do this, I've got no time. I says,
all of us has 24 hours a day anyway.
Plenty of time up there, because you ain't coming back. You know?
Well, I think that's not an excuse, it's a matter of how you approach
your priorities.
Your priority of life. I mean, everybody got no time.
Oh, I've got no time.
Yeah, that's not the point. But it's unfortunate.
But that's what they say.
Yeah, yes, it's
this is what
unfortunate.
I get the whole time,
Yes.
you know.
I have realized it, the people who come and see me, they sit here. Here it is, they are trying to dig as much information from us. And I do not know what they do with the information, but they are just plain lazy, they are just not interested.
Now you got it.
And then we did all kind of things, we write books, to the extent that we make a comics out of it.
Because you don't know.
Then you got, I told them.
I like that, by the way, I like that book.
I told them, it took me 1 month to write one book,
I know.
which is superb. People take 1 year to write one book, I took just 1 month to write one book. But when I finished the book, it takes patience 1 year to read the book.
Yes.
They don't read.
I know.
And then I have so many books. Now I realize that there's no point writing books because they only to read one book. They don't want to read 10 books. So I came up with a comic that you can finish the comic if you flick through maybe 3 hours. Everything is condensed. Give them the essence of everything.
Yeah.
And even then, some are not interested. They just take the book, they look at it, they take it away. I mean, they just leave behind. So, I think it is correct. Knowledge is important.
Knowledge is very important.
No, they don't want that. They prefer to go to a place where you, well, pay consultant fees and then get 2 sentences and go home. You know.
And expect to live.
Yeah, and expect to live.
I keep saying to them, you are doing a disservice to your patients by telling them that they can live after you've done this treatment. They don't have to do anything for themselves. They don't have to do anything. They're cured. They can go and do whatever they want to do. I said, you are killing them. You're worse than Pol Pot.
Yeah.
I mean, I really get so angry with them, you know, and they look at me and you don't know what you're talking about. I said, I've given you all the information I've got. You haven't even read it. It's not scientifically proven. I said, that's the worst thing mankind ever did. to bring out that thing and say, if it's not scientifically proven, then it can't be done.